The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 180.
Check. 48's the mic.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Twist, twist.
Twist, twist.
And first down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike 54. All right.
Let's go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, man.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here we go.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's the... And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 54,
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out.
26.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. Go right in.
Right there. 54, Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Down. 47. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here we go,
so first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54, watch 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
Now Garoppolo.
Don't get nervous.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Here we go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Check, 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 check.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go,
And
here we
the
go.
catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, kill, 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 56.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in at it started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there?
Hey, alert!
How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here we go, here we go.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. On third down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike 54.
Time to go, 9-26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go,
and the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Shifts by him, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
54! Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Go, go!
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They will run again with Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go,
so first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Then we give to the big fullback use check. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
Here we go,
this is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. On 3rd down, here's Here's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Check curls, check curls.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
We ain't giving up nothing.
They go to Elliott again. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
We've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
I got one.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott.
Run! Let's go!
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, watch it.
Under.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. How about the two Bosa brothers, by the way? Both defensive players of the week in Week 8 for their respective conferences. Joey had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss in a win over the Bears. Nick had 3 sacks and a pick in a win over Carolina. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch.
On first down, Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Let's go.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
touchdown, Cowboys!
Nice touchdown, baby.
Randall Cobb, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that's how they envision to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, check 24.
Wait.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally
Here we go.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D. Shoot! I got you. Motion.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warmups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
Three-time heavyweight state champ in second. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Here we
They
go.
got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 11 yards there, first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
54. Hey, check.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You don't want none.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Every day, any day.
To the air again, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Breida. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Here we go.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. Squeeze, double. Check.
On 1st down, here's Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are getting some kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey,
eat. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, gun.
We got it. Hey, check right.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. 480.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
26.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
54, 21.
They run again with Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here we go.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. And these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, and I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
You don't want no problem from me.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
54. Mike, 54. Watch the pass.
Now he's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
65.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
Here we go.
And it'll be a
20.
3rd and about 13.
11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25.